Guys, welcome back to Tech Geeks. Today we'll be going through statements in Python. So what are statements? Statements are like something that either test for a certain condition and provides us a Boolean output, which is true or false. And based on that output, we execute one set of instruction or the other set of instruction. Then we have loops. Loops are also statements, the while, for loop. We'll be seeing them one by one. Then we have already seen one statement, that is a return statement in the user defined functions. We have continue and break statements that are used inside loops itself. So we'll be going through them one by one. Today we'll be doing the if else statements. Let's understand if else statement with the help of a simple example. We are here and we need to reach here, and there are many ways to reach here. Say this is a way, then say this is a way. Now we will take the route that is shortest to us. So suppose this is 8 kilometers, this is 6 kilometers, this is 10 kilometers. Which one we will be taking? Naturally we will be taking this one. So that means if we decide on this, we reject these two, we reject this, right? This is only the if else statement. If this holds, all other will be rejected. If this holds, all other will be rejected. Now, based upon what we decide, that code block inside what holds will run, all other will be ignored. So if else statements are the statements that test for a certain condition and based upon the output returns either true or false. That is a Boolean output. If the output is true, the code inside if statement gets executed. Otherwise, code inside else statement gets executed. Let's see with the help of an example. Suppose a comma b is equal to 10 comma 20. If a is greater than b. Now this if is a keyword. This is a condition. A greater than b, which will return me either true or false. If a is greater than b, it will return me true. If a is less than b or equal to b, it will return me false. Now if it returns me true, then the instruction inside if block will get executed, and if it returns me false, then the code inside else block will get executed. So guys, here you can see 10 greater than 20 will return me false. Hence b plus is equal to 10. That is b is equal to this. Guys, this is nothing but b is equal to b plus 10. So b will be incremented by 10 and will be stored back in b. So 20 plus 10, 30. It will output me 30. This is the function of else if else statement. We want to write a code to find a given number is even or odd. Let's say. Now let's say the number is num and that is given us as 11. Okay. As we all know, it is an odd number. Let's see it with the help of code. So what will we write? As we all know from the assignment, arithmetic, comparison, and logical operator session, that we have a percentage sign, that is mod, which represents when a value is divided by another value, it gives us the remainder. So for a number to be even, it should be divisible by 2. That means if we divide the number by 2, it should give me remainder 0, and remainder we get with the help of percentage. So number percentage 2, if it is 0, then it is an even number, else it is an odd number. How will we write inside if else statement? If number percentage 2 double equals is used to compare it with 0. Double equals 0, print even, else print odd. So as we all know that 11 is not divisible by 2, it will returning me odd. Now guys, there is a short code notation for writing this also in Python. That is the beauty of Python. We can write this code in this way also. If number percentage 2 is 0, then this is the condition that returns true or false. If it returns true, the output related to this condition will be on the left side and without even print. We need not to use print function to print this in this single line notation. So if this holds, if this returns true, then the output related to this if condition is written on the left side of if else odd. So it will give me odd. So this is the short code notation of this only. We need not to write this much lengthy code. Similarly, say we have three numbers a comma b comma c is equal to say 5, 11 and 75. And I want to test if a is greater than b or b is greater than c, then perform some operation on this short code notation basis. Now let's see first on the basis of this notation, how will we write it? We will be writing it like if a is greater than b, then add 10 to a, else if a plus b is greater than c, let's say, then add 10 to c, else print no output. Now guys, this kind of statement where we have an if inside another if or if inside another f like this, this is an if statement, this is again an if statement inside an else statement. Such kind of if else statements are called nested if else. That means if or else inside another if or else. So if we execute it, we know that 5 greater than 11 will return me false. Control will jump to else. And if inside else will get tested. Now a plus b, that is 5 plus 11, 16 greater than 75, again false, again the control will jump to else and no output will be printed. So guys, this is the if else statement. Now if we want to shorten this code, again we have a short code notation for else if, that is if inside an else. We have a short code notation for that. What is the short code notation? That is elif. So elif is nothing but else if. That means if this returns false, else if this returns false, else this will be printed. Otherwise, if anything return true, that code block inside that if or else will get executed. So guys, this will return me output again, no output. This is same as this, but with the short code notation. That's it. Now suppose I want to write this in the one line short code notation. How I will be doing this? If a greater than b, as we know in the one line short code notation, if this holds true, the output comes on the left hand side of this, a plus 10, and each if is followed by an else. Inside else again we have an if, which will be if a plus b is greater than c. Again, if this holds true, output will be on the left side, c plus 10, else. So guys, if we execute this, again we will be getting the same answer. So this is just a short code to this lengthy code. Now guys, what we have been doing till now is that the number is given to us, like variables are defined to us, a, b, c, 5, 11, 75, number is equal to 11. What if we want to have the number from the user side, like you are coding and you need to provide your own number without predefining the number? So for that we have an input function. This input function takes value from the user and stores it in the string data type by default. For example, if I execute this will be asking me to enter the input. If I enter 10 as my input, it will be storing 10 in string format. As you can see, this is stored inside single quote. Anything inside single, double or triple quote is string format. So I cannot apply any numeric operation over this. So I will be first converting it into integer type. Now to convert anything into integer or decimal type, we have predefined functions, that is int and float. So using these functions, we can convert the string data types, which are numbers actually, into integer and float format, decimal format. So we will be using int over the input supplied by the user, and we can write comments also here like enter number. So this will be executed as it is. This will be executing like whatever comments we write here, enter number will be executed here and input will be executed here. I supply input. Now this 10 will be supplied to int function, which is predefined function to convert a number into the integer data type. So if I execute this, I will be getting integer 10. See, there is no single quotes in this case. So guys, let's provide a user defined number, which is num is equal to int input. When I execute this, let's say we enter a number 55, or let's say we enter a number 21. So 21 will be stored first in string format, will be converted to integer format, and then stored inside num variable. Now if we want to test whether this is even or odd, again we will be running same code, if number percentage 2. Now suppose if we want to test whether the number, let's say, divisible by 5. So what we'll be doing, again if number percentage 5 is equal to 0, that means if number is divided by 5, then remainder is 0. If this returns me true, output will be on the left side. So in a single in a single line code, if I want to do this, then if it returns me true, its output will be written on the left side. Let's say we write the output as number is divisible by 5, else number not divisible by 5. So as we know, 21 is not divisible by 5, it will be returning me number not divisible by 5. So in this way we can define the user input and we can process over it with an if else statement. So guys, this is all about the if else statement. Next we will be doing the range function in the next session. Till then, practice Python, take care of yourself. Thank you, bye bye, and happy learning.